right where I'm at.
Dude, well, not too long ago, there was this girl. I mean, she was that girl in high school everybody wanted, everybody wanted to be with. And, you know, I was doing some work for her and we started, you know, doing our thing. And she was an alcoholic and an addict. And I mean, almost every night she would be like, hey, man, just have one. And I said, I dropped her, man. I'm like, this.
So this is after you got out.
Yes, but it was that girl that everybody wanted. So, you know,
including you.
But in my head, after I got her, I'm like, I don't want this chick. But back in high school, I didn't even, she didn't even acknowledge me. But she was that hot chick that you and your buddies are like, oh man, there goes so-and-so again.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there, he's a lucky dude. So when I got her, I was like, oh man, this is, I
big achievement.
Gold. I hit gold.
Yeah.
But then when I got with her, she was doing I'm like, it was unattractive to me. I was like, so this girl that I fantasized for and wanted forever, it's not what I thought I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, especially when you're
crazy.
that young too, though. And people grow up and maybe she in a different world grew up and didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
And maybe she still is that girl that you liked and everyone else liked, but is also a good person.
Yeah.
That happens. But it's crazy how much stock we put in, like when we're young. Like I relate to that. I've talked about that on a different podcast where I used to fantasize about being with the popular girl and like how much better I would treat her. And it's like you don't realize like,
oh, dude,
some people that if you could go back in time and hang out with that version of you, you'd be like, bro, you don't even know what to look for in a girl.
Yeah.
Let alone like just to think that someone is the whole world.
Exactly.
Because they're pretty and they smile good. You know what I mean? But sometimes like they're not nice. I knew some girls that were super nice in high school and I paid no mind to them.
Yeah.
Because they just weren't like either the best looking or there was someone better looking that I was more interested in. And now that I know them as adults, now that I'm more mature and it's not all like your hormones and sexual stuff, I'm like, that girl is pretty cool. Like I wish I would have even known her. She seems like a cool person to be friends with or to even just know in the community.
And you didn't
but you
even
never would know to look for that.
Yeah. In high school, you're like, this girl was lame.
But I accidentally, there was this one popular girl. She wasn't she was the friend of the popular girl. So she was kind of popular by association, but she wasn't the prettiest girl. And she used to always make fun of me in the science class, man. And naturally being funny, I would make fun of her back, which is not good. Don't pick on girls.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to stop doing that.
And you know what? We'll get back to that.
But I did that. So I would make fun of her back and it became a thing. And there was a weird moment. And it's almost like a movie scene now that I'm thinking about it, where like she was coming out of the classroom while I was going into it one day and we weren't looking at each other. And literally like we turned and I accidentally kissed her, bro. Like just the way we turned the corner. Yeah. And it was like a moment where I was like, oh, like, it was like a weird moment. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, and I was like, oh, like it was just like a weird thing. And I'm like, screw her. And then I remember going back in the classroom. I'm like, that was kind of nice, man. Like I
really did enjoy that.
And I'm sure she did the same thing. And I don't know where she's at nowadays or I'd ask her, but it's kind of funny how like you picture someone a certain way or you have these certain values, but like, you ever had a dream about a girl that you never were interested in and then you wake up like, I think I might be interested in that girl now.
Oh, yeah. A bit like you're saying, I never acknowledged this girl, seen her, but I had a dream about her and I'm thinking, hey, am I having
what
the
if
hots
she's my
for this
soulmate?
Chick? Yes,
exactly,
dude. Exactly, you know?
Your palms are sweaty, but hit the subscribe button already. Mom's spaghetti is red like the button to which you are heading to click on. Confetti.